My brother Tito didn't get knocked out. He had on church shoes and he slipped.
Yes.
Hey, Tito Ortiz, you know I got nothing but love for you, but Rampage is making it worse right now. Tito Ortiz is a great world champion. He was a great fighter.
He was in the bar and the floor was slippery.
Slippery.
His floor was slippery.
What are you slipping and sliding on? Listen.
He was wearing dress shoes. Where I come from, we call them church shoes.
Church shoes? Sunday shoes. That's where I come from.
We said
down
church
south,
shoes.
we say
and
Sunday shoes.
So I'm just saying, that's the fight you're talking about when people were saying that Tito got knocked out. And I heard from different sources that Tito didn't get knocked out. He slipped and
slipped.
And he never went unconscious, right?
No.
So Tito slipped.
He slipped.
Tito
slipped.
slipped.
So people have been shitting on my brother's
he
name
slipped.
for all these years. You one of them.
I didn't even
You
say
just laughed
anything.
when
You
I said
started it.
So you was there at the fight.
I was there at the fight.
What
It
happened?
moves out. So something happens inside.
He slipped.
He slipped.
Okay.
But then everybody starts moving outside. And Chuck becomes Chuck.
Oh, no.
Chuck becomes the Iceman. And he is throwing down, knocking people out. Bam,
In the
bam,
street.
bam. In the street.
In London.
In London.
With
in the
Tito
street.
Ortiz behind him.
Yes.
It's like the Avengers versus all of London.
It really was. And the Avengers were kicking the shit out of London. You know what I'm saying? And my ex-wife, Kim, who I'll tie that into a tank story later.
Yeah.
And Q remembers Kim. She said hello, by the
I
way.
said hello.
Yes.
Hello.
And so Kimmy's out there and she's like saying to Chuck, you can't do this. Like your career, you can't do this. And Chuck goes, this is the most fucking fun I've had in years. Back into the crowd. Bam, 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 bam. 3 more down. Bam. And it was the place owned by Guy Ritchie when Guy Ritchie and Madonna were together.
Wow.
So it's his club.
way.
China White.
Wait, why was Chuck and Tito Ortiz on the same side for once?
They used to be cool.
No, but this was years after they were cool. They weren't cool anymore.
No, this was a long time
Not too
ago.
long after, but if you think you just said it was, the Avengers against the Brits.
They just all the UFC guys came together.
They become the Avengers.
Did they so happen to be at the same bar, or they
Yes.
went there together?
No, they so happened to be there. That was the official after party for that show.
Yeah, what was the name of that guy though? Because Tito fought that guy, but he went to jail. That guy's still in prison or something.
Really?
Whoever the guy is that fought Tito, I forgot his name. It's been years since we talked about the guy. But he did like a really big heist in the UK.
Oh,
I forgot his name.
Lee
Murray.
Lee Murray.
Yeah.
Lee Murray. I remember that. Yeah.
It says it's the UFC fighter who pulled off the biggest bank heist ever. Wait, is this true though?
Yeah,
This is the guy that would come out with the mask on his face?
Like Bang?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that him?
I don't remember. I don't remember because I didn't watch UFC that much back then.
Right.
Yeah.
But what did this guy do? I'm so confused. So Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz walk into a bar in London. A fight breaks out. Tito slips.
Tito slipped.
Chuck turns around and goes, ain't nobody messing with a UFC fighter in front of me. Doesn't matter if it's Tito Ortiz or not. And the UFC heavyweight champions all unite to go fight all the London guys.
Light heavyweight.
This light heavyweight, yes. I just mean big guys.
I know. And I'm just kidding.
Yeah. What were you, a super heavyweight at the time? Or light heavyweight. I'm sorry, I forgot. So, but then you guys all walked outside.
He's glad. Hey, you know what?
He's a bully now. Look,
because you
this
don't think I don't
podcast
know
has
that.
changed. He used to be a really nice guy.
Oh,
he used to
no,
be really
here we
nice.
go. I
Give
say
you
one
compliments.
thing. I say one thing.
Bro.
No,
He gets mad.
I've watched a lot of episodes. You've said more than one thing.
I say one thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's
Listen,
my favorite person in the whole world.
And then you're mopey some days, like with
'cause-
Adrian Broner.
Oh my.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adrian Broner is a
He's the worst
4-time world champion in
Worst guess.
4 different weight
classes.
divisions.
worst guess ever.
Yes.
Worst guess.
He's one of the greatest boxers of all time.
worst
I wouldn't
podcast
go
guest.
that far, but he's elite.
You heard him say that. One of the greatest boxers
Worst
of all time.
podcast guest ever.
Why are
Because
you-
out of all the podcasts I've done,
That's Adrian, though.
Time out.
Adrian's like that.
Time out. Let's compartmentalize Adrian Broner for a second. I like him. He's a great guy. And he came on the podcast before we had any guests. He's a good guy. He
Hey,
supports you.
but he didn't want to.
You're a mopey.
Because he was bullying me for
I
one.
don't-
But Adrian, like I go off people's energy. Right. Like when
He's quiet.
You knows when you knows when like Goldie. He's super cool, super chill.
the man.
Yeah. He has good energy.
You have great energy.
I know.
do.
Yeah,
So you
because
gotta-
I go off.
you gotta
So
inspire.
when somebody's energy is not good, I
Oh,
can't be myself.
I understand that.
He just felt like he didn't want to be here.
Listen, you unified the Pride belt and the UFC belt.
But since
You're a
since
champion
he
of
got,
all champions.
since he
Be
got
nice.
famous from the
I
podcast,
didn't get
look,
female.
he can't
God.
even go nowhere. Look, we went to the fair and people come up asking for pictures and autographs and stuff like that. We went to the UFC in Anaheim. People asking for
Because
pictures and
they think
autographs.
I'm Ronnie from the Jersey Shore. It has nothing to do with the podcast.
They like, I love the podcast.
You're not?
Ever since then, he's changed, bro. He's changed.
You gotta stop.
Really?
All he does is bully me.
Yeah, I don't bully him. But I do want to say something. I gotta finish this. I gotta finish this story. Were you at the bar when all this was
Yeah,
happening?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because you were at the fight, right?
Yeah, but I called the fight.
Yeah. When you were at the bar and you saw Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz battling it out against all the Londons, what was going through your head? That's got to be one of the coolest moments.
Well, it ended up out of the bar because the big security dudes got everybody out. So it was in the street right outside of the bar. And it was. And Tito was very upset because Damian got knocked out. And
Damian got knocked out?
Yeah.
The little short guy?
Yes. Yes. That's how it all started. Yes. And so Tito was pissed. And then Chuck has never found a street fight that he didn't like.
Yeah.
So, like, again, Kim's going, Chuck, your career. He's like, fuck, this is my fucking career. Like, bam, 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 bam. Ah, right? Like, fuck.
I love Chuck Liddell.
Yeah.
Hey,
I love Chuck Liddell. I love Chuck Liddell.
I heard this story several times. I didn't know Damian got knocked out. You know, he's always the first to fight.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he hangs out with fighters.
And but you know, he's a little bitty guy. He's a little
Yeah.
But you know, I was with him one time and a fight broke out and this big fat woman jumped on his back. And she was so fat that he couldn't carry. He's a wrestler.
Yeah.
He's a tough guy.
Yeah, for sure.
And fucked both his knees. He had to get double knee surgery.
Stop.
Wow.
True story.
And Bear, that's not a teabag.
Hey, that's not a teabag.
That's a teabag.
I would
teabag.
FaceTime her right now. You don't believe me.
Don't FaceTime her. I don't want to know that you were with her.
I don't know
that you were with her.
I don't know who she is.